Hello everyone and welcome to Sharp Dress Gaming, and today we're back with some more Pokemon VGC 2017. We have a new team here today. I heard rumors that people wanted a new team, so I'm here with what I like to call Double Blizzard. I'm going to warn you right now, it's not a very competitive team, especially with some of the Pokemon that are in the meta right now. It doesn't do great against them, but if you catch the right team, they don't really have anything to go against it. So we're going to try it out. This team is focused around, obviously, the two Blizzard users. Alolan Ninetales sets up the Hail so that the Blizzard won't miss, and then Glaceon comes in as well, being Choice Scarfed, and they can just both rail Blizzards off. We also have Aurora Veil on the Ninetales to set up so that we can kind of stay alive for a little bit longer if there are some threats looming in the back that we might have to worry about. I might put Icy Wind on here somewhere just to help the other four Pokemon that are here to support this team. I just picked four really good Pokemon that kind of cover the rest of the meta, that can deal with some of the threats for the two icy types up front. So we have Alolan. We just have normal Garchomp with the Ground EMZ just because it's good. Arcanine is here along with Tapu Koko. Both of them kind of deal with Celesteela, which is a problem for these two, obviously. And then we have Snorlax, because Snorlax is just fat. And I haven't not used a Snorlax yet this season, so I wanted to. I just wanted to, Mink. Also, you may notice I'm not all dressed up today. It's really late at night. I just got this team put together. The video is supposed to come out today, and it's almost midnight now. So, unfortunately, no sharp dressedness tonight. But I'm going to continue to try and do that more in the future. So we're gonna hit that play button. Also, my hair kind of just started to green with me today. Like, there's been a bunch of strands that have been curling upwards this way, but I just went and they stuck down. I have to shower after this. We're at 1469 rating. I had a few unfortunate games before this. I was doing the Rampardos Team 1 last time. And also I've been doing a VGC on stream lately, which doesn't always work out for our rankings. But if you guys want to see those streams, be sure to follow the link for Twitch in the description below. But we're going up against a very interesting team. I've been seeing a lot more Slowkings lately, because we're in that awkward time where the new rules haven't come out and Worlds has already happened for 2017. You see a lot of more interesting teams, which this is why I think it's a good time to use these teams like Double Blizzard and Rampardos and Trick Room. So yeah, we got the Slowking, we got the Tapu Koko, Snorlax, Alolan, Marowak, Tapu Bulu, and Gigalith. So Trick Room team with the fast Koko. Very interesting. We could go Double Blizzard. And I could actually double into Slowbro if I need, or Slowking, sorry, if I need to. But I think the Alolan Marowak might show up here. I'm gonna go Ninetales. I'm gonna go Glaceon. We could go. Who will be good in the back? I think Garchomp will be good. Probably Arcanine. I could even go my own Snorlax and set up curses. But then I can't touch that Marowak, which I kind of don't like. I'm just worried about the Bulu. But if the Bulu gets out in time where I'm Blizzarding, then we're good. I assume my opponent leads like Slowking, Alolan, Marowak, though. Which we do have Shadow Ball and Glaceon. I really like that Ninetales, how I have the Ninetales sprite going. Or, not sprite, but it's mid-action shot. I really like that. I'm glad I caught that. So, let's see what my opponent does. Slowking Snorlax. Which Snorlax is not a great Pokemon for us to go up against either, but I can double into the Slowking right now. Because I do have Freeze Dry and I have Shadow Ball. Slowkings are typically a little more specially defensive, so I don't know if that's the best idea. Instead I could just Aurora Veil and Blizzard and just start rattling off Blizzards on the Snorlax. I could even switch in my own Snorlax here. I'm going to Aurora Veil and switch in my own Snorlax. Typically, I just, like, let these two Blizzard until they're both dead. But I think we're going to try some actual strategies here. Bring in my own Snorlax to also set up inside a Trick Room. Could actually withdraw their Snorlax for Gigalith. Okay, getting rid of my Hail, so my Aurora Veil does not go up, unfortunately. But this does mean I can switch out my Ninetales here. So no Aurora Veil for us, and Slowking does set up the Trick Room. He might fear the high horsepower from my Snorlax. I don't have high horsepower. But I can also just start cursing here. And I am going to switch Ninetales out. For Garchomp. We just have to hope this... I don't want to hope. We just have to I just don't know what to do about the Slowking, because the Slowking could have Ice Beam. But I think if we get a curse up, we can kind of deal with Slowking, because its defenses aren't all there. That's Slowbro's area of expertise. So I think +1 curse, we should be able to get rid of the Slowking, hopefully. Garchomp's going to come out here. We're going to see the Z move from the Gigalith, so Snorlax might not even survive the turn. Lovely. Just lovely. Because I think the Continental Crush will be enough from a Gigalith to knock out my poor Snorlax. Snorlax, you tried, my dude. Ow. I love Z moves. They're so fun. They make this game so cool. Alright, Garchomp. Don't get burned. Not that it matters, because now we can't do anything. Do you see how cool Z moves are and how great they make this game? It's so fun. Yeah, like, my hope is Z moves won't be in the next meta, but they will. They will, because it's Sun and Moon, and that's their whole thing. Which really just sucks donkey nards. So I'm going to Tectonic Rage the Gigalith, and I'll, like, Freeze Dry the Slowking. It won't matter, though, because Slowking will have Ice Beam, kill my Garchomp, or you'll just double in the Garchomp here. Rock Slide, Scald, or some nonsense. He's going to actually Heavy Slam into the Ninetales, which should knock me out. Times 4. Times 4, super effective. This game's fun. Slowking actually goes for Scald. So if it doesn't burn me, we might be able to pull something off here. Okay, so we're able to knock out the Gigalith. Because I have a Z move, and I can knock out the Pokemon that's doing all the damage to me, too. Like, I complain about Z moves, and I still use them because I think... Because I need it, because they're knocking out one of my Pokemon, I need to knock out one of theirs. I just think it's really dumb. I don't like Z moves. And obviously they're going to be in the meta because they're introducing new Z moves for like Komodo and some other ding dong. I think somebody else gets their own Z move. Oh, Lycanroc. Lycanroc gets his own Z move. Hooray! Well, now we just hope Glaceon can deal. I mean, it can't deal with Snorlax. There's just no way. Glaceon can't do that. Alolan Marowak. Yeah, Glaceon is just done for. Poor little Glacie. Well, I can try and help out my Garchomp by locking myself into Shadow Ball. And there's 2 turns of Trick Room. I love it. I'm going to die to Hail before I'm able to do anything, even if I try and protect. So I'm just going to Earthquake here. And I'll go for Shadow Ball into Marowak, but it won't matter. It won't matter. Like I said, this team isn't super competitive, so like when you have strategies like Trick Room, there's not really a way to get around them, to be honest. So Trick Room kind of bones this team. Take notes for those of you who think this is going to be a good team. I mean, obviously we could make some changes to make this team a little more competitive. Yeah, but like you'd be changing around the back 4. You wouldn't be changing the Glaceon and the Ninetales too much. The Ninetales you could change up a little bit, like with Taunt and Encore. But like in that case, Taunt wouldn't have helped us. Because Slowking gets Oblivious. So you can't be taunted. So let's see if we can find a team that this team actually works against. Yeah, this team is very hyper offensive. Really the only Pokemon that you're going to be like bulking with is Snorlax. And Snorlax, I mean, Arcanine kind of helps out because it's Intimidate, Will-O-Wisp, and Snarl. But, yeah. Typically, you're going to bring Snorlax in and hope for the best. Hopefully he can set up while the other Pokemon is just railing their team. So this team looks a little better, but not by too much because of the Scizor and the Arcanine and the Salazzle and the Snorlax. Yeah, like this meta, this Double Blizzard just does not work. Like in 2015, every once in a while you could go Double Blizzard, Glaceon, and Abomasnow, especially in Trick Room. But, yeah, it doesn't work too well in this one, so we'll see how long this team sticks around. I'll use it for a week at the least, or at the most, sorry. Garchomp won't be terrible here. I do not bring Arcanine because of the Milotic. Oh, I guess I could. I don't really need it, though. I think we do need Tapu Koko, though. Do I even bother Double Blizzard here? Because there's just so many things that mess up Double Blizzard, it's not even worth it, I think. I think we go the opposite of Double Blizzard and don't bring it at all. Yeah, I'm gonna go Tapu Koko Arcanine, because that way if he leads my Lodic, then I can just blast it. Blast him! But I think Salazzle leads for sure, because it's a fake out user, and typically fake out Pokemon are gonna lead. Typically fake out Pokemon are gonna lead. I just can't get over that Ninetales on the bottom screen. Alright, Arcanine Tapu Koko with Salazzle Snorlax. So obviously the Snorlax is going to try and set up in our face while the Salazzle fakes out and shit. But what's nice is I get the Intimidate off on the Snorlax and I can try and burn it this turn. Right away. And I can just... I'm actually going to Volt Switch off the Salazzle. Because I don't really care to stay in and take a Sludge Bomb if that's what he wants to try and do to me. I'm sure he's going to fake out this turn. On who? He actually fakes out the Arcanine. Okay, I'll allow that. I'm going to Volt Switch out of here. Bop. Does... almost... It would have done enough to knock out the Salazzle if it didn't have the Focus Sash. So that's fine. I can just bring out Garchomp here. Or I can bring out my own Snorlax. I'm going to bring out my own Snorlax and try and set up in his face as well. We're going to be set up buddies. Come here, Snorlax. But I do have the advantage of being at neutral. Arcanine goes for... Arcanine. Snorlax goes for Belly Drum. I love it. Thanks. Thanks, Snorlax. Alright, so he's at +6. But what I can do is... Curse. The Salazzle might have Taunt, which would be bad, but I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Snorlax here. And my Snorlax might be faster than theirs, because I'm not min speed. Snorlax typically will run min speed just to be tubby, or to work on Trick Room. Salazzle is going to Toxic me, which does mean I'm going to Extreme Speed that dumb thing this next turn. As long as Arcanine survives, it should. We got some bulk to us. We're going to have that Snorlax's attack. My Snorlax is going to be faster currently, but next turn we shouldn't be because of the curse. But this also means I won't be able to stick around as long, and I'm going to have to recycle more often. Ooh, high horsepower. We might not live that, though. Oops. Arcanine's down. Oopsie. Well, this next turn I'm going to bring in my Garchomp and just blast the Snorlax, so... I'm just going to Z-move you. I'm just going to do what everybody else does to me when I'm trying to win. Just take away my win con with this Z-move. And then I can curse again with my Snorlax. Tectonic Rage his Snorlax. Snorlax might protect, but that's fine. Because he doesn't have his berry right now. So... he can protect, but he can't last much longer after that. Overheat! I mean, both my Pokemon will live Overheat. Snorlax is really bulky, so that's going to do nothing. It makes the Salazzle next to useless, so... and his Snorlax should die from this. So he didn't want to protect it. He didn't want to protect it. I think my Berry might activate here after Toxic damage. Ha! If a Gigalith was able to knock out my Snorlax, a Garchomp should be able to knock out theirs. Although, he might be a little more defensively invested. Mine isn't at all because I'm also boosting my defense while I'm using Curse. So his might have some defense in it. Snorlax is going to go for return here, though, into my Snorlax. Owie, do not do. Alright, so I eat my berry. I eat my Figgy. I could recycle here, but I think I'd rather just Earthquake. Get rid of both of them. Actually, my Snorlax should take an Earthquake, so I am going to recycle here. My Snorlax should take an Earthquake, because I am +2 in defense. Salazzle is actually going to protect here. You're -2, dude. Don't worry about your Salazzle anymore. Alright, so Snorlax is going to go down. I could have saved my Snorlax some hurt by Dragon Klein, but I didn't figure he'd want to keep that Salazzle alive anymore. So that's Fake Out, Protect, Toxic, Overheat, Salazzle. It's an interesting set, I guess. So I recycle my Figgy Berry, get that back. And then I'll take some more toxic damage. Yeah, I'm not going to want to stay out much longer with Snorlax. Probably just wasted my curses. My Milotic is going to come out. I'm going to attack the Milotic here with my Snorlax. Return and protect my Garchomp. And protect my Garchomp. I do have Tapu Koko for the Milotic in the back, but if I can keep Garchomp alive here, I'll be happier. I'll be happier. Oh, Milotic actually protects this turn. Good play, good play, good play. So Salazzle goes for Toxic into my Garchomp. I don't know if that necessarily was a good play, but... So I think if you think my Garchomp wasn't, or was going to not attack this turn, that you would have... I don't know. Or that... I don't know. I don't know what that was all about. Actually, I'm going to return the Milotic and Earthquake here. What can my opponent have in the back before I kill my own Snorlax? Scizor, Arcanine, or Tapu Koko? Oh, I don't need Snorlax anymore. At least I don't think so. Because I should survive my own... Oh. I should survive my own Earthquake, but I won't survive the Toxic. But this is actually better if Arcanine switches in. Because I just... Well, unless... I mean, even if the Salazzle protects, I really don't care. Salazzle's going to go for Toxic onto my Garchomp. I don't know why you're so invested in doing that. Your Milotic should be able to KO me in one hit. I do not know why you think that's important. So I go for the Earthquake here. Get some chip on the Arcanine, knock out the Salazzle. That shouldn't be enough to activate any berries, so then my Snorlax can return and knock it out. Bing, bing. Bop. There goes the Arcanine. Perfect. So now it's, well, depending on the Snorlax, 3v1. Depending on how Snorlax feels from this Toxic, it's not going to like it. Okay, it's down to 15. Down to 15. I think the Milotic protects here, just to be cheeky. So I can recycle. I don't know if that'll survive the turn, but I can recycle. I Poison Jab with my Garchomp. Yep, Milotic's going to protect, trying to get Snorlax to knock itself out. Hey, it does not matter. I have Tapu Koko in the back. It does not matter. I have Tapu Koko in the back. See how much that Toxic is doing. Because I just keep recycling with Snorlax at this point just to keep a body on the field. Just so that Garchomp can slowly whittle away this this Milotic. Recycle. And Poison Jab, so we can hopefully get a poison on this thing. Like I said, Tapu Koko is able to KO, so I really don't care. I really don't care what this Milotic's trying to do. It's just wasting time at this point. Of course! It's just going to it's going to recover stall me. Again, I don't care. I can't get around my Tapu Koko. I can't remember if Toxic tops out at a certain point. I thought I heard somewhere that it tops out at 50%, which, if that's the case, Snorlax can just constantly recycle it. Like, we're getting more health off of every turn, so maybe it has topped out. Recycle here. We'll Poison Jab again. It's just going to protect. That's all it's going to do. Yeah, it's going to switch between protect and recover. So honestly, I could actually switch somebody out on one of those, and I think it'll be Snorlax here. Actually, I could attack with Snorlax this turn. Yeah, I'm going to attack with Snorlax this turn. Because that's 206 down to 78. Yeah, let's just attack with Snorlax. Again, Tapu Koko can deal with this thing, so I really don't care. I really don't care, dude. You're wasting my time and yours, honestly. So Poison Jab into the Milotic. Milotic Ice Beams, actually. Okay, it's had enough of these shenanigans, I guess. So Garchomp, gonna faint here. I don't know why it took so long to do that. But here comes Return from Snorlax at +2. Is that enough? Does quite a bit. But I'll faint to my own Toxic. And now there's no way the Milotic wins. Even if it was like, ah, hit me in the eye. Even if it was like max special defense, because it's at such a low point, I can just Thunderbolt it for a game. So you forgot I had Tapu Koko in the back, because it was only out for one turn, but the Electric Surge is out. There's no way you forgot I had Tapu Koko. You were just trying to bring it down to a 1-0, I guess. Trying to have a respectable record at the end of the game. And then you just forfeit. And then you just forfeit. Dude, seriously? You're going to sit there and stall me and then just forfeit? You're the worst kind of person. You are the worst kind of person. I want to do one more match, I think. Yeah, let's do one more. Just because we haven't really gotten to show off Double Blizzard yet. We haven't really gotten to show off Double Blizzard yet. I know we'll have at least 2 more episodes of this thing, but come on. We got a Double Blizzard at least one team. We got a Double Blizzard at least one team. That's just how it works, honestly. Honestly, that's just how it works, you know? Sitting at 1470. Nice and respectable. Nice and respectable. Hope we can find one more opponent. Hope we can find one more opponent. Come along now. Come along. There we go. David, 1494 rated player from Michigan. Dude, it's midnight. Oh, another Trick Room team with Slowbro this time instead of Slowking, and then Alolan Marowak, Tapu Bulu, Porygon 2, Pelipper, and Gyarados. So another team that Double Blizzard really does not work against, but we're going to do it anyway. We're not going to lead with it just because Pelipper. So I'm going to go Tapu Koko, Glaceon, Ninetales in the back, and then Snorlax. Snore. But then how do we deal with Marowak? That makes it so we can do absolutely nothing against the Marowak. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. We just have to Shadow Ball and Dazzling Gleam the damn thing. That was such a bad idea. Why did I do that? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm just really expecting the Pelipper to be leading off here because he's like, oh, he's got a rain team. I'm going to mess with that. Or Blizzard team? Snow team? Hail team? That's what it's called. Hail. Hail team. I could fully invest in the Hail team, like bring Alolan Sandslash as well, but I don't really care to be honest. Why is there so many Alolan Marowaks now? That's my problem. That's my problem with the world. There's too many Alolan Marowaks. Slowbro Tapu Bulu leads off for my opponent. That's fine by me. That is fine by me. Unfortunately, the Surge doesn't stay the way I'd like it to. Because the Grassy Surge will be able to get out here. But I'm going to Volt Switch off the Slowbro. Probably brought Alolan Marowak. But then I either Blizzard or Ice Beam. I'm going to go for Blizzard, just for giggles. Going to withdraw Tapu Bulu, probably for... Yep, there it is. I figured that was the case, but what was Dazzling Gleam going to do? And now my Blizzard's doing nothing too. Slowbro's actually going to avoid it, so I can't even get the possible freeze on the Slowbro. Can we freeze the Marowak? Nope. But Trick Room does get set up. We're going against so many Trick Room teams, I just hate it. I just hate it. Alright, so Marowak's going to get a little bit of health back. Blizzard actually did quite a bit to Marowak, surprisingly. I just wonder if it's worth switching in Snorlax here. I am going to Dazzle and switch in Snorlax. Because we're at this point of how do we deal with Marowak now because I didn't bring Garchomp. Because I'm an idiot. just wanted to use Double Blizzard so badly. But it's not great in this meta. So I got Snorlax out here. Slowbro's going to go for Scald into the Tapu Koko. Well, glad I didn't switch Snorlax over there. We would have been boned. Shadow Bone does not affect the Snorlax. There we go. There's the switch. Dazzling Gleam. Gonna do next to nothing. Life Orb damage. We'll see the HP restore on the Slowbro. And the Marowak. And the Koko. But not the Snorlax. Because we did not take any damage. Because for some reason he Shadow Boned instead of Flare Blitz. Maybe he was expecting Arcanine to come in. I don't know. I don't know what this man's thinking. I'm just going to Dazzling Gleam again, and we'll Curse with Snorlax this turn. We just can't get burned. He's going to try and burn me, though. No burn. We get the Curse up, so now we should be slower. Not that it really matters, because we can't do anything to the Marowak. Marowak's actually going to go for Bone Meringue. Tapu Koko avoids the attack. Perfect. Dazzling Gleam going off into Slowbro and Marowak. Actually getting some nice damage off of this Marowak. For not having anything to damage the Marowak with, we're getting some good damage off. This was turn, I want to say 3 or 4. This was turn 3 of Trick Room. So there should be 2 more. So I can protect my Koko here. Protect Koko. I'm going to Curse again with the Snorlax. Because that way if we get burned this turn, then we're still neutral. And there won't be much the Marowak will be able to do to us after this either. So there's the Protect. Slowbro goes for Scald. Once again into Snorlax trying to burn me. He doesn't know if I have Facade or not yet either. And he doesn't burn me. How is that Slowbro still slower than me? Is he holding an Iron Ball? I'm also not min speed, but after 1, I should still be slower. Bone Meringue's going to go off into Tapu Koko and not do anything. Next turn is the final turn of Trick Room. I think I'll bring in Ninetales for it too. I think I'll bring in Ninetales for this final turn. We'll take some more burn damage on the Tapu Koko. So let's switch out into Ninetales. And Snorlax is going to return this turn into Slowbro. We should be slower than it now, I would think. I would think if Slowbro's still slower than us, it's definitely holding like an Iron Ball or a Lagging Tail or something. Should be interesting, because you don't really need it. Ninetales comes out. Hopefully we can take a Bone Meringue. Snorlax gets the return off, so now we are slower than the Slowbro. And enough to KO with a critical hit. Don't know if we need that or not. Here comes the Bone Meringue from the Marowak into the Ninetales. Owie. We're able to live 2. We are able to live 2. And then we're going to take some Hail Buffets. Jimmy Buffets. Alright. So a Blizzard from a Glaceon did decent damage to that Marowak, so I'm almost wondering if a Blizzard from Ninetales will do about as much. I'm still a little iffy on the special attack between the two. Glaceon's got pretty good special attack. So does Ninetales, so I don't know. The Grassy Terrain is going to disappear. Which is going to help out with taking care of this Marowak. Let's see who's going to come out here. If he has Pelipper, he probably brings it out now, so I can't be setting up Aurora Veil and stuff. Or he might bring out Bulu and then switch in Pelipper? I don't know. If he does bring a Pelipper, I'm going to freeze. Well, I don't need to freeze dry. Oh, there's the Pelipper. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. It's Pelipper. Alright. So I'm going to Blizzard here. And I will return the Pelipper. I mean, that's only going to reduce his Flare Blitz damage, which helps me, because Bone Meringue isn't Stab, and he can't Shadow Bone my Snorlax. So Snorlax is looking pretty nice right now. Pelipper can obviously Scald it and possibly burn me, but, I mean, After a certain point, Snorlax can't do anything anymore, so... Once he's down to just Marowak, I hope it's not just Snorlax, because then we just have to bulk him out and hope he Flare Blitzes himself to death or something. Which could be possible, to be honest. With Recycle Figgyberry. Boy. Pelipper is actually going to protect this turn. Okay, okay. Ninetales goes for the Blizzard. Does it connect with the Alolan Marowak? It does. So we get some nice damage off there. Okay, that did a lot less. Marowak is actually going to go for the Flare Blitz here. It is going to hit the Ninetales. Owie. Snorlax goes for return into Pelipper. It's not going to do anything, no. I'm not going to bring in Tapu Koko at this point. I'm going to bring in Glaceon. He's going to be like, why is Glaceon out here? Is he going to try and Blizzard us? But Glaceon has Shadow Ball. And that's what I'm going to go for. Shadow Ball into the Marowak and the return into the Snorlax. I mean the Pelipper. So we should get rid of Marowak here, as long as it doesn't switch out. I don't think it will, though, just because... Okay, it's going to protect. It's going to protect. Shadow Ball, nothing. Pelipper's going to set up Tailwind for some reason. I mean, yes, you'll be faster than me, but there's still rain. So here comes the return into the Pelipper. Massive damage. It should have done more than that. I'm +2, aren't I? Snorlax? You're +2. I don't... I should be max affection. This is like my Snorlax, so I don't know. I'll have to check on that in between episodes. We're going to see Hydro Pump from the Pelipper, but it does avoid... Snorlax does avoid, and Glaceon is still faster than Marowak, because we got our Choice Scarf. See in hell, Marowak. And then Pelipper gets knocked out by a return. Critical hit. So yeah, definitely have to check my Snorlax for his affection. Tapu Bulu is going to enter the battlefield with the Grassy Surge. I do want to switch out my my Glaceon into Tapu Koko, both because it gets rid of the Bulu's terrain, which makes him easier to deal with. Because we're not taking as much damage from like Wood Hammer and stuff. And then also my Glaceon can switch up its moves, so I can be going for Ice Beam instead. Which... I'm now glad that I have Ice Beam on this Glaceon. I don't have to worry about landing blizzards. Tapu Koko is going to come in. Set up the Electric Surge. Tapu Bulu goes for Bulk Up. This is fine. It gives me a free turn here. I get a Curse Up with Snorlax. We can also double protect here to burn out, whatever this is called, Tailwind. He's got one last turn of Tailwind. I'm just going to Dazzling Gleam here, because if anything, he goes after Snorlax, I think, and I'm going to protect Snorlax. This way we get a little bit of chip damage off on the Bulu, too. On the Bulu, too, Lou. In case for some reason he wants to, like, bulk up again. I think you have to start attacking me at this point, though, dude. My dude? My guy? Because I'm just going to curse alongside your bulk ups, so... Snorlax protects. Dazzling Gleam, Tapu Koko still faster than the Bulu. If you're going to be running Tailwind, I suggest you make it so you can outspeed Tapu Koko's. Bulu actually goes for Substitute here. Interesting. Maybe expecting the double protect, and that's why I'm glad I didn't. I almost should have just double attacked there, because then he wouldn't be behind the Substitute right now, but I can just Dazzling Gleam, and I can return. I can just Dazzling Gleam return here. Bulu's going to go for Protect, though. I guess the stall out, try and, like, burn me to death, it's not going to work, though. I don't know. If I would have just cursed there again, boy. Okay, maybe just because you wanted to get a little more leftovers? don't know, dude. I do not know. Even if he gets a double protect, I survive another turn, so. So there is that. He might even sub again here. Might have been his plan. I don't know. I do not know what he's planning here. Alright, Bulu's gonna get out from behind a substitute. Tapu Koko just barely lives. He's going to go for Horn Leech, probably on Snorlax to get the most health, but I am +3 in defense, to his +1 in attack, so he's not going to get too much off of that. And then I can return bing, 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 bop. And that's enough. Bulu is gone. So not quite double Blizzard, but we were able to use Ninetales and Glaceon. Glaceon to some positive effects there, being able to take care of that Marowak when we should have definitely brought Garchomp. But what can you do? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. If you have suggestions for this team, be sure to leave them in the comment section below. I wouldn't mind like a Fake Out user, possibly a Tailwind user. There was a Whimsicott on this team at one point, but I switched out for Tapu Koko because this team really had a hard time dealing with Celesteelas. Tapu Finis were a big problem. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to look into it a little more. Maybe we get rid of Arcanine, because I think Arcanine doesn't really add to this team at this point. But we'll see. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Stay sharp, everyone.